Morning, guys. Welcome in. Happy FOMC day. Morning. Welcome in. We'll get started in a couple of minutes, guys. It's 8:08. 2 minutes, we'll get started. Morning, guys. Welcome in. We'll get started soon. All right, go ahead and get started. Good morning, guys. Happy FOMC day. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys had a good night's sleep because today market is going to move one way or the other, and we don't know which way. Powell is going to speak at 2 p.m. We're gonna we're gonna find out if they're gonna make any changes to the interest rates, and market's not pricing in anything, so it's going to be really interesting. Trump's applying the pressure on Powell to get those rates down, but we'll see what happens, right? So what I want to do is I want to go over some charts. We took a couple of trades yesterday. We took SPY and we took Meta, which we kind of sold at break even, but it ended up working out. And today market, so we're supposed to be a risk-off day, so we'll see how the market is going into the session with little expectations. This is the best way to handle these situations. If you go in with sky-high expectations and the market's choppy, most likely will result in some kind of craziness, right? So we don't want to do that. We're going to go in with very muted expectations, and but if our levels do confirm and price action's good, we will execute and get our good trades in before FOMC, some cash flow before FOMC, and after today's move, tomorrow we'll have really nice setups. Tomorrow we'll have nice setups, and Friday we'll have some nice setups. So really looking forward to that. But most importantly, let's get started today. So if you guys are just joining in, welcome. I'd appreciate it if you guys can hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It'll help me with the algo and also help me motivate to do this a lot more often. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So SPY, you guys can clearly see this was the levels yesterday. We flushed that 562 off the gate. Pre-market, that was the level from the previous day. We had a gap down, and all we did was just drop under pre-market low, and market just found bids there, and then we did a reclaim. Would have had a solid move back to the previous day's highs and above, in fact, and we were actually rallied all the way to 563 yesterday. And after hours, we got the news that US is going to work on a deal with China soon. They're going to do a meeting soon, and market really liked that information, so we popped all the way back up to 565, and again we faded that today pre-market. So market is opening right around 561 right now as of this moment. This could change. Obviously we still have like an hour and a half to go, but the idea here is we want to make sure that whatever this candle is, this 4-hour candle, 565, 557 here, right? So this is the candle that is going to be in the way. So we need to break above this candle or break below this candle for our break in range. Now, this could happen during the day or this could happen post FOMC. We don't know yet, right? So that's our ranges today, and it's kind of wide. So I don't know if I'll be trading SPY today because of the way it is set up. There could be a lot of chop in between these two ranges because it's quite a wide range. Unless market really has the appetite to move, we may just be stuck in this range, right? And I don't want to get in some contracts and face barcode like price action leading to FOMC. So depending on how we open and how we trade the first hour, we'll know if we'll get a good action or not today. So that's that. And the next setup I like is I mentioned this yesterday um, during our session in the evening. But I like this NVIDIA chart. Very nice consolidation here in range, right? This 112 yesterday became liquidity area. Everyone that tried to short this became liquidity, exit liquidity. So we popped up again. It's still a bi-directional setup. If we can clean 115 with strong volume, that's assuming post FOMC, we could see a move into 120. And if they break this 112 again next time around, I don't think we'll have any kind of support here. We'll probably most likely just flush. So this is another setup to watch. Again, we may not get any kind of opportunity until this range clears. You guys have noticed I've not touched NVIDIA these past few days because this is a very boxy range. Ranges are not good. So even if you nail tops or bottoms, it's going to be really hard for you to make a good return on it. Okay, so staying away from this particular name. If you guys are just joining in, welcome. Just going over some setups now. The next one I like, I also mentioned this yesterday, Netflix. Again, another bi-directional setup. You guys can see every day market, it shows starting to show weakness now. Now, a big move is coming. I mentioned this yesterday during our stock talk in the evening, but this could potentially be a big move is coming soon, right? If we'll talk about two scenarios, right? So if FOMC market likes it, whatever the case may be, and let's say we rally, Netflix can clear this recent high, swing high. 1200 is on watch for the week, right? So we already tested 1160. The 1200 strikes were already kind of active for the week, right? So if you do another breakout, these strikes could get hot and we could get a big, Netflix, since it broke 1100, we still haven't had like a big day, right? So we may get another 40, 50, maybe even a $60 day on Netflix. And that is something to keep an eye on. Conversely, if we end up breaking this 1120, that's the first sign of break here, break of structure, and then 1010 area is the second sign. If these two levels break, we are going to get under 1100 for sure. 1100 is not going to be a problem. So that would be a reversal and break in trend kind of trade. It depends on market direction. If market's willing to sell, this is a name that could sell pretty early on. Okay, so keeping an eye. Again, this is a bi-directional trade. Depends on where the market goes. Next one, Meta. You guys saw me short this one yesterday. Now this particular name, you guys can see this red box here, right? So it's pretty clear here. This 585 level was holding. This is the break in trend as well. So we broke below this level yesterday, which is why I shorted. We shorted around 595, 596, and we had a big drop down here, but we found support, and after hours we pumped. Okay. Now, if this level breaks, we break structure and we could drop to 575 or even lower, right? But if we have a strong break today, you guys can see this. It's kind of like a flag, right? So if we have a break in structure and we break 595, which is an earlier entry, or 600, 605, this could potentially rally back up. You guys can see the last time it broke this 605 area, we had a move all the way to 630. Okay, so this is a low volume area, low volume node area, so meaning this rally is possible. So 605, 630, it's a $30 implied move here. Could it happen today? I don't know. Could it happen after FOMC? Possibly. Or could it break to the downside? Depends on the market. Okay, so keeping an eye on this as well. I really like Meta. You guys know it's my most profitable ticker, so I like this a lot, and keeping an eye on it. What else? Netflix, Tesla. All right, Tesla. What do I say? Bearish bias still. As long as I mentioned this yesterday, as long as it's below these red boxes, it's bearish. If it reclaims 290, it's bullish. Watching bidirectional again because it's consolidated for quite a bit. It's been consolidating since last month, the 24th when it broke out, 24th, 25th it broke out. It's been like more than 2 weeks now. Okay, so this a move could be coming here. The bias is pretty clear. Under 272, bearish play, continuation to the downside. And if it can reclaim one of these supply, right? I mentioned this. One of these supply reclaim is not enough. We need a reclaim of this, a test of this, a retest and hold of this, and then continuation. Now, if that doesn't happen, even if it breaks this 282 area, 283 area, we could still reject 288. Okay. Now, we have to be patient with this. Okay. The thing is, a move is coming. And if you're trading Tesla, keep your stops very tight because say you short a supply. This supplies have been exhausted quite a bit now, right? A move has to happen, either a break to the downside or upside. We have to wait and see. Depending on how the tape read is and how the momentum and volume is, you could make that distinction. So either 290 above bullish or 272 under bearish. These ranges are tradable, but you need to be very tight in between. Okay. Those are the names that I'm watching for today. Pretty much staying risk off and try to focus on individual setups. SPY, I just don't know if we'll be able to trade it considering the ranges are super wide. But after FOMC, we should get some distinctive moves and we should be able to trade them well tomorrow. So today risk off. Hopefully, I say risk off, but hopefully we can make some good money today and then continue tomorrow. All right, I'm going to open it up for questions. Anything else you guys want me to look? Any charts? Let's get some comments going here. If you guys are just joining in, I'd appreciate it if you can hit the like button, guys. Like, subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate the support. PLTR. Oh my God. I feel like this is like GameStop right now. Everyone wants PLTR. Oh wow. This chart aged well. If you guys remember that session from a few days ago, I said this looks very top heavy. It did sell off after earnings, but damn. Okay. So for bullish plays, you guys can clearly say we need to reclaim this 115 level, right? Now that's the first sign of reclaim. So ideally you want to see 115 reclaim and then push over here and then a retest of this 115. So that's the trend reversal. Until then it's bearish. You can't be bullish until at least it reclaims this 115. So if you're trying to buy dips or whatnot, wait for at least one candle to hold, right? So and then go, don't fight the trend and momentum. So be careful. And this particular name, you want to see at least this 115 level reclaim, 114, 115 reclaim, and then EMA starting to curl to the upside. Okay, PLTR 100. I mean, I don't trade like that. Okay, I don't trade like that. Just because there's a level doesn't mean it'll bounce. It's so rookie to think that, oh man, it's a level, I'm going to trade a bounce there and whatnot. You just can't do that. If your goal is to just catch a little dead cat, sure, go trade like that. But I like to catch bigger moves. I like to catch a trend. I like to catch something significant. Okay. So you can probably make a dead cat bounce on 100 or liquidity or reclaim of 100 maybe, but it's not recommended. I don't trade that. Please look at AVGO and then MU. Okay. All right. Let's see here. AVGO, MU. Ooh, AVGO looks nice. Pretty similar chart, guys. Again, for bearish, you want to see under 196 area. Let me remove all these fibs here. These are from way back. So you want to see under 106. This is kind of looking like meta chart. So if we break highs here, 205, I think the next supply is 215 or something, if I'm right. Yep, 215, 216. Yep. So if we break these highs here, I haven't traded this in a while. I haven't traded this since we had this downside move here. So I shorted over here around this area, and then we dropped, and then we had that earnings move. I haven't traded it since earnings actually. Wow, it's a big move from 130. Should have bought this dip here. Yeah, but the same kind of setup, guys. Above highs, it could rally to 215, and if it loses this 196 low, it could drop back here to 192. So it's a bi-directional trade, but trend is strong on this. You guys can see it's very strong trend. So as of right now, trend is still holding. So you don't have any reason to be bearish until it loses this 116, 196. Okay. All right. Next MU, I have one more chart I can look at. Amazon. Okay, I'll look at Amazon. Oh my God, let me remove this. All right. That was a disaster chart. Let me quickly plot some levels. There's some level here. All right, there's this is the structure here, right? Okay. MU. Not a lot of momentum, guys. You guys can see AVGO's chart and look at this chart. Declining volume, steady up. I wouldn't even bother trading this. We need like a break. So this is still under dead cat bounce territory. So be careful trading long side. Market gets rugged. It could still easily fall. Okay. Look at this here. This is where the intense selling happened and it's slowly grinding up to the supply here. Okay. So the moment it hits this area, it's going to struggle. You can see red candles are really forming. Actually, if you guys can nail the right kind of levels and reject, you can probably take reversal trades on this. So I can see it's insider selling also happening. So this is not a bullish looking chart. Even though we've had a dead cat bounce, this is approaching major supply area. Okay, so be careful. Long side. And let's see Amazon, and then I'll do HIMS. All right. Amazon, I traded this last Friday, 187, similar level holding. So you want to see 190 plus, guys. 190, 192 plus. So 192 candle close above this would reclaim the 200 EMA as well on the 4 hours. So that's a good sign. So if it breaks 192, could run to 196 and then 198. For downside play, very similar to other names, you want to see at least a 4-hour flip here. So 184 is the level. I can see this. Let me just plot this as well. 184. If you lose 184, there's plenty of gap to the downside to 180. Okay, you can do that. All right, let's look at one more chart. I'm going to have to call it soon. Oh, okay. Yeah, very nice trend. Like I covered this yesterday actually. 45 is it needs to hold. This is the structure here. As long as these levels hold, demand holds. But if momentum is weakening, right, you want to see. So look at this. Big move up, 4, 8, 12 hours of consolidation. So you want to see continuation, or else momentum is beginning to slow down. So be careful buying the dips because this is a pretty mature trend here. Just look at how many hours this is. This has a lot of hours of upticks here. Okay. So we've been upticking since April 29. We're kind of approaching probably closer to the end of the ATR here. So any kind of big sells would trigger stop losses and there could be reversals. So be careful on that. HIMS IWM. I didn't know you guys traded the Russell. 200 here. Yeah, I've plotted it. Looks like 200 level needs a break. Break and hold about 200. Can give you 202 and then 205. Downside, you need 195. Lose 195 for the downside. Pretty straight levels, guys. We just have FOMC in the way. Once that's done, Disney. I was actually watching that this morning. I actually plotted two levels here. 97 and 95.5. So these are the two bounce areas that I'm watching for Disney. 97 and then this 96, 97. Hopefully we get it. If we do get it, maybe I'll even signal it. We'll see. Right, very strong reaction here. So this is something I'm actually watching today. All right, so let's see. These are the two areas. You guys can see these two levels here. The previous demand area here, kind of just plotted here. So we're gonna watch this then. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining. I'll see you guys on live and Honey Drip. If you guys just joining or attended the session, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the chat.